Hello everyone, welcome to round number 3 of IWTR World Formula Series. We're here at the Bahrain International Circuit for the Bahrain GP. Now, last race we had a blast. It's pretty boring race if I'll be honest. For the last race, Sepp won, and this time around his teammate Samuel Yakinya starts on pole. And without further ado, let's have a look at the starting grid on today's race. So on pole position, basically we have Samuel Yakinya, who is, as I said, will be starting from pole position. Then second place we have Keko Gulong. For the I think that was Proto 7 Racing. And then we have Red Legend 35, who is eventually was a podium on the last few races that we have. Van Kurt starts on 4th place, and now we look at the rest of the field. We have Drake Remaster, Kiddish Cooper, Matt Tombe, Marco Perkalainen, Sepp Plebs, Panos Glizos, Miss Johnson, Matrix Falcon, John Blanc, Lewis Hill, Summer Sims 93, Alcatino Vivona, Luca Jackson, Alexander Anand, and in 19th we have Michael Valyak, Ben Wolf, Isaac Verschoor, Gunther Heinhoff, Pillman Pilch, Lewis Bottas, Tin Anderson, and rounding out the field is Mark Tander. Last race he was finishing in 11th place, but this time around he's just started way back in the field. So without further ado, let's have some formation lap going on now. See, all the cars will be lining up to the field as also this time around as we will investigate these circuits. So coming out of turn 1, really hard braking corners, as you can see. Turn 1, 2 and 3 just continuously, and then down into the first straight, and then into turn 4. This is also the other corner that you can probably overtake with these cars around. And then into turn number 5, to have 5th and 6th. This track, the Grand Prix layout does have a 15 corner circuit. See, 5.4 kilometer circuit as well. See, now into another tight section on the track. There is another section that is pretty easy to mess up, I would say. And then into the turn number 9 and 10, which probably being famous for drivers locking up on these corners. And then goes to another straight. There's another DRS sign, or the DRS zone. So it goes down to the straight, blasting down, and this is another corner that you can probably overtake if you are optimistic. Goes into 11, 12, and then there's another chicane coming through. The circuit is pretty swervily, down into 13th now, and then goes to another straight, and then finally will end up on turn 14 and 15. Which is, as you can see now, so I'm on board with Yakinya now. So he goes now into the final 2 corners. As there's also a chance that there are some drivers that could overtake here in 14, and then the 15 is just a right hand kink down to main straights. As here we go, all the drivers now gonna come into the grid slot. So it goes down. All drivers lined up, waiting for the medical cars to come back to the grid until we start the race. These guys ready to rumble. As you can see, all the drivers back. So it goes now. There is a medical car, still an AC 427. That is currently a medical car. Goes every car lined up now, And we'll see for the red lights to come on. 2 lights, 3. Alright, here we go now. 4 lights and 5 lights. And it's all kicking off here now in the third round of the championship of the World Formula Series. And everyone's just whirling around going to turn number 1. Absolutely no one is giving up there. Keiko alone down inside. 3 wide meanwhile into turn number 1. We're just locking up. Oh, there's a damage to one of the Harmonious racing. It's definitely crashing out there. Into the turn 4 now. Everyone just look at that, and Keiko alone already taking the lead. Sorry, to kill this freaking Q. There it is. There we go. So now back into racing now. It's another 3 wide made up into oh my god, and they're into turn 7. Sorry, turn 8 and into 9, 10. Here's everyone's squabbling around. Oh, and the little lock up there. Turn 9, 10. I think it was Michael Walwiak. Right behind on the back of the field, Gunter now, trying to set some sights to try to overtake Isaac for sure. Shaw is looking, he's blocking the inside line. Definitely worked. 16 laps around this track. There's going to be a lot of action there. So now look at the last race winner, Sepp Plebs. So currently 7th right now. Now into the final corners, and that's complete to the lap 1. It's currently now Gillon, Yakinyo, Van Kurt. It is Van Kurt, Red Legend 35, and Kubra, your top 5. See now, it says on a static cam now. That's one of Magna cars almost hit I think that was Owen Racing. That's Glazos and Mitch Johnson. And it's basically now turned into a single file racing now, as you can see now. Keiko still has the lead about a second over Yakinya. Look at right behind, so it's still coming around into the turn 5, 6, 7. So, oh my lord. There's Keiko alone once again. Static corners at 9 and 10. Still a single file. DRS hasn't enabled yet. We might see some overtakes when we have DRS enabled now. We do. Sadly, we didn't have now. So Alexander Anand looking, still trying to catch up with Luca Jackson. 18th position. It's been a while since AI leagues has been implemented. Oh, there's some problem there with the Drake Master. What on earth just happened there? So, yep, that was him. He was going to try to come around into the turn 14, and oh, he just overshoots it. And he completely stopped the car. Yep, frankly, fortunately enough, he eventually goes fine. Let's look at on-board with him now. There, oh my, oh jeez, that was very dangerous there. So that's gonna make Dragon Master lose some position. Definitely, he's definitely marking for a move there on Matt Tombe. He's dropped down to 9th. And if we go down inside, he's gonna go for a dive bomb on Matt Tombe. They have a contact. And look at that. There's a battle behind as well. We're still focusing on this battle. It's still side by side for Dragon Master now, and look at that, right behind Matt Tombe covers the line, and everyone else gets stuck behind it. And there's Mitch Johnson battling with his Glazos. Glazos dropping down to 12 now. Glazos, he was trying to go for it, but oh, he's dropping down. Yep, that's it. So finally, we have some battles now. Glazos was gonna go once again on Mitch Johnson. He doesn't go, and it looks like it's too far, I think. because now back on the turn on the straights. We almost had a battle. We did have a battle, but it's not really good enough, I would say. It's now turn 10, Matrix Falcon. It's in 10th place now, Matrix Falcon. It goes into 14 and 15. A little bit slide there. A little slide coming from 14 and 15. And definitely, DRS may be enabled soon. Not yet. It's still not available though, because Falcon's gonna try to block a line. It's gonna be any overtakes here in turn number 1. But oh, we have a wreck there. As I think it was Isaac for sure being hit by. I think that's Gunther Heinhoff. Now he's dropping way down there. That is something. That is definitely something, as you can see now. As you can see, this is I think it's Isaac for sure. It's eventually, oh my god, and oh, he just comes in a very, he just can't slow down there. And look at that, he's dropping way off there. He's dropping way off. Yeah, that is indeed Isaac for sure. And oh, there's another wings fell off. So now those wings fell off, and oh my lord, and looks like another crash occurred. There's been Wolf spinning out completely. But yeah, that I think that's either Tin Anderson or Good Heinhoff. Oh, there's a that I think that's Jean Blanc who has lost the rear wing. Let's have a rewind. Oh my lord, yeah, that's I think there's Bivona losing his front wing as well. And there is a Ben Wolf spinning out. Let's see. Ben Wolf spinning out. It's just, yeah. Oh yeah, he just goes a little bit too far and just slide off. Yep, it is Gunther Heinhoff who was braking. It was literally crashing Isaac for sure. And there's Bivona and John Blanc, and there it is on the second incident on turn 4. Well, we already have like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. We already have 3 cars that we need to pit, definitely. And oh, we have some stuck cars. There's Lewis Bottas and Isaac for sure. What on earth happened there? We have no idea what's happening over there. I don't know if the cameraman could get a footage of that. Okay, the replay is coming now. Oh my lord, what on earth happened there? So I think it was Lewis Bottas. Oh, he just goes into the inside and clipped the back wheel of Isaac for sure. He already have a bad day on turn 1. Lewis Bottas just make it worse for him, I think, in turn 9, 10. Just look at the replay once again. So this was Isaac's onboard view. So he was eventually, I think. Oh yeah, he can't do anything. Like, it's like, oh. Now we're looking on Lewis Bottas view now. As he was pretty much right behind him. Like, he was fighting with him on that position. And yeah, he just goes down inside. He shouldn't go for that in turn 9, and that causes both of them to stuck. That's a weird an accident that we ever seen. So I think DRS is now enabled, isn't it? Yes, it is enabled now. So DRS enabled. Yep, these guys. 307. Look at that right behind there. Matrix Falcon was trying to block Mitch Johnson for attacking. He goes down the inside, blocks the line, and still keep that 10th position though. That's the last point that you can get. Meanwhile, Alexander Nunn looking for a move of Luca Jackson, but it's still pretty much far away. And oh, there might. Oh boy. I can frankly say there might be another contact in mating. which I don't know where it does it occur. I think it's this thing. I think it maybe. Oh boy. Yep. I don't know what's happened there, but yeah. Don't know what's happened there. Let's just make the game just froze for a little bit of a second. That's fine, I guess. So Keiko Gilo now, he's now being captured by Sebo Yakinya. He's still 1.1 seconds away. So he still can't use the DRS, meanwhile the others behind Yakinya can use it. So it's gonna be bad for Yakinya. There is a John Blanc fixing the damage. Cost him 50 seconds to repair the back wing. So everyone's swiveling around into the circuit. Currently on lap 5 now. It's only about, I think, 11 laps to go. So now still 5 laps completed now as we will run down to the grid after lap number 5. We have Kekugilo, the Kinga, Kerr, Legend, Red Legend, and then we have Cupra, Percolina, Pileps, Tombe, Remaster, and Falcon, who is now being attacked once again from Mesh Johnson. Johnson, is he gonna go for it? Is he gonna go for it down the inside? Is he gonna go for a switch? It doesn't look like he's gonna do it. Still a pretty tight battle there. There's Glazos now coming to play. Is it a 3 wide? Oh, they made contact there as for Matrix Falcon and Johnson. Now Glazos is gonna take that advantage. Still side by side into 5, 6, 7 now. And Mitch Johnson eventually have to give up. The Glazos takes 11th now. But Johnson comes back once again on turn number 8. Into 11th again for Johnson. Here comes Glazos. Oh, is it going to be another incident? No, it wasn't. But I think either of these guys will get a DRS on Magic Falcon, definitely for sure. Oh, Johnson have to get it. Glazos can't. Glazos does get it. He could go for a move. He didn't go for a move there. So look back in the front. It's still the same positions though. So Johnson, so trying to protect his position from Glazos, and look at the other guys now. Sims over Sims 93 has a little interesting battle now with Luca Jackson. Luca Jackson now he's gonna go around the outside. So Sims is trying to block it. Oh, he ran wide just a bit. That might give a chance to Luca Jackson. There's right behind now. It's a yep. Jackson blocks an ant. Also an ant was trying to go for it. And here comes Luca Jackson now going down the inside, dive down into turn number 1. Is it gonna be enough? They made a contact and it is enough. Luca Jackson up to 14th now. And here comes Alexander Anand now as he's being hunted by Tim Anderson as well on right behind. Still haven't made a move yet. See, it's now looking like top. I think top 6 is getting closer now. Especially Van Kerr and Legendary 5. 6 laps complete now. Still having any issues with it. Oh wait. There might be some troubles there. Still Luca Jackson. Let's go on board with him now. So he's trying to catch up with Lewis Hill now. He's indeed trying to catch up with Lewis Hill. Still, oh, that's you don't want to go on the curbs there on these kind of tracks because it's just so bumpy. And here comes. Behind there's still nothing. Oh, a little tank slapper there for Luca Jackson. It's still nothing now. Maybe on Matrix Falcon once again. He's gonna block. Rich Johnson attack. Here comes Glazos once again, after he was trying to overtake Mitch Johnson, and next up with a Magic Falcon. Here comes Glazos now. It's a three-way battle for the final points position. The front is the front still like they're still pretty much exact same position, so we're now focusing on the midfield right now. And looks like Johnson, yeah, he's still into turn 8. It doesn't look like it still doesn't not looking good though. Plays there it goes into 9 and 10th. Let's have it on board for now with the DRS enabled. Falcon doesn't have that. It's still not enough to catch up with him. Goes now into turn 13. And maybe this could be the time that he could potentially catch up with him. And potentially he was gonna go for a move. He doesn't. He's gonna wait for it until this corner. Can Johnson finally overtakes him? He's gonna go for it, and Falcon blocks again on the inside line. Very good strategy there for Magic Falcon. Now he's looking at that around the outside once again, and there's looking back over behind. Ben Wolf is trying to block a Pilch move, and he did it, and he did block it. And now, Glazos, he was going to try to go for it. Oh, Johnson go for it down inside into turn 4. He slides off the track. Still not enough though, but the gap seems to be closing up now for the back of the pack. So you can see now it's getting bigger. And here comes Johnson now going down the inside on Matrix Falcon now into turn 8. Still side by side. It's still not enough though for Mitch Johnson for taking the points. He did indeed get the DRS though. And there he goes now, DRS enabled. So he's pretty far from Matrix Falcon. It's the 4/10 right there. So look well behind. It's still not enough. It's now pretty much a big pack now. Meanwhile on the front, still no signs of changing position though. There you go. Oh! What happened to Keko? What happened to Keko? He lost the lead, which I have no idea what the hell happened with there. He lost the lead, so oh boy, this is gonna be a long rewind. It's gonna be a long ass rewind. I think he might crash with someone. And then makes him go down to the bottom. Go down to 5th, I think. Yeah, it's just sitting tight, guys. We're just reviving. Oh, it is indeed on turn 4. So he's leading comfortably. And then... whoa, that he just all locks up. And he can't do anything, and Jaquinha is now in the lead. And now Van Ker's in 2nd place with Red Legend 35 right behind him. So Keko Galonji just messed up that turn 4. See once again, everyone's just closing up now. Top 9 seems to be closing up now. And look at that. Johnson now. Oh my god, these guys are going for it. Oh, and somebody's just go for it. I think that was Alexander Renan. Yes, it was Alexander Renan. Someone was indeed going for it. You're very opportunistic though. And here comes once again into turn 4. Still closing pack now. As you can see now, there's from 22nd now coming to the field, and basically closing up the pack now. Because there's essentially 2 big packs. Still have racing going on. On lap 9 now, we're on the halfway of the race. Like, we're past the halfway of the race now. Falcon still holding on 10th place. He was just holding for dear life. Come to look at the top 9 right now. Drake Remaster seems a little bit dull now. After what it feels like on the first few laps. It's lap 10 now. Sorry, lap 11. Comes to Kenya. Still, oh my god. Still locking up there on the turn number 1. You can see there's a little smoke coming out. See, oh, there's a battle right behind. So right behind the top 9. So you can look at that. There's a coming down to turn number 1. No overtakes yet. So you can see now. These packs is just going for it, and now Tin Anderson is just going on the right side, on the inside of the track, just to gain some clean air. Goes out, he just sits in the middle of it. Oh, Tin Anderson makes a little tank slapper into turn 6. Comes into 8. He's really struggling a lot. These guys are still using a hard tire. I don't think tire management would be a thing, or at least there's no pit stop, I would say. It's just based on who could just go with the most, like, make a few efficiency came to play, I think. And now it's still on the turn 13, and because Johnson looks for a move once again. Glazo's closing up now into turn 14, and oh, there's a rap battle right behind him by Tombe. Tombe was gonna block Dragon Master's move. Goes down inside. Matt Tombe still blocks it. Good block, good defensing. Here it comes out once again. These corners, they're still locking up the tires though. Here comes Johnson now going around it on the inside now. It's just trying to get some clean air and trying to block Panos Glazos from attacking. Still everyone's gone fine. Lap number 12 now. About 4 laps to go. Laps to go. Here we go. So the King is still in the lead though. Seems pretty dull. We have no safety cars, no crash. At least we have some crashes, but still we don't have any of the safety cars. You know what I'm saying? And here it goes now. Sees that into 14 and 15. Still no overtakes. We want some overtakes, guys. Seems pretty dull now. And look at that, Johnson's now going for it. He's closing up. Closing up. Is he gonna go for it? Is he gonna go for a move? He doesn't go for it. Damn it. Sorry for bad languages, but yeah. I know it's like when fans trying to say that, come on, make a move, and yeah, that's what it feels like. So now, still, still those guys still fighting for the points. And Luis Bottas, after crashing with Isaac Fashor, they're currently 22nd, 23rd respectively. Still rubber in front. Yukinya, he's pretty much stretching the gap now to 2 seconds. Still no signs of out of fuel. So, as you can see on their symbols, it's still green. It's still green. Still now lap number 13. And now we're eventually going to lap number 14 now, as we only have 2 laps to go. Wait, 3 laps to go, sorry. So once again, it's Matrix Falcons, who's trying to block from Johnson's attack. Here comes that attack. He's closing up, he's not going. Is he going for a move? And there's one move. Eventually, Lewis Hill trying to block Luca Jackson's move, and it looks like, oh, it's a good defense. Good defense there, coming around into turn number 2 and 3. Here comes Suzu was trying to go for it, but he couldn't, I think. Here comes Alexander Nanken. Is he gonna go for a move? Is he gonna go for it? He doesn't go for a move. So pretty boring case that these guys don't go for a move. Comes round Drake Remaster still P9. As the times went by. 14. It's Jean Blanc, as you can see, the last man on the track. It's almost. He's pretty much in the tail of a lead lap now, as you can see. There's a leader, Yakinya. 14 now. We're at lap 14 now, with only 3 laps to go. Keiko alone, after just an absolutely good start for him, he's dropped down to 5th, which you can't do anything about that, as we only have 2 laps to go now. There's Matrix Falcon still in 10th place. Could Mitch Johnson at least score a point? Could he at least score a point? And there it goes now into turn 1. Nothing happens. So these guys are locking up on the brakes once again. Still a single file racing. So here goes out. The Kinga, let's just speed up. Let's just speed this up there. Speed these things up just a bit, maybe. There goes Glazos, still is all on board with him now. So pretty much far away from Rich Johnson. Trying to close the gap up. So back at Keiko alone. And there it goes. Here it is, indeed, Ikinya's final lap of the race. It will eventually be a checkered flag afterwards. And oh my god, on Red Legend 35, he has to pit on the final lap of the race. Is there going to be someone who's going to need to pit once again? We saw this happens many in the other 2 races as well. So maybe we could see some position change now. Still, yep. Like that. Still, nothing happens. But yeah, Red Legend 35, he have to give up that position. Which means it's gonna be probably yeah, it's probably gonna be ref limits 2 and 2nd and 3rd. These guys still single file though into turn 4, into turn 5, 6, 7. Nothing still happens though. So here goes Red Legendary 5. Pretty much out of fuel now, or at least almost out of fuel. So many others. Still, Lewis Hill, 3rd. the second big fact right behind him. And no matter what's gonna happen, it's not gonna stop this man. Look at that. Here comes Samuel Yakinya. Comes around the final corner, and he will eventually take the win in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Van Kerr comes home in second place. Kedis Cooper comes home in third, and Keko Gilo comes home in fourth place. And Marco Portolan in fifth, and Red Legend 35. Sadly, he has to give up for that position. He finished in sixth place. Sepp Klips, the last race winner, he finished in seventh place. Matt Tombe finishes in 8th. Drake Master 9th, and apparently Matrix Falcon still hold on to finish in 10th place. The last points, Mitch Johnson he just barely scored the points, you know what I'm saying. And then Glazers 12, Lewis Hill 13, Jackson 14, Simpson 79.3, 15th, Alexander on 16th, Anderson 17th, Ben Wolf 18th, Pilch 19th, Valyak 20th, Isaac Short 21st, Tander 22nd, Luis Bottas before the 23rd to 24th, and Gutahanov, and also John Blanc just coming around on the final quarter to eventually finish the race without being lapped. That's probably the first time in this series that we ever saw someone that's like everyone finished the race without even a lap down. And that's pretty much it for the Bahrain Grand Prix today. It feels like it's basically the same thing as the last race. For the feelings of the race, it just feels dull for some reason. So yeah, the driver of the day, we don't have that, but I'd say in my opinion it was I think it's what the hell was that? You just don't care about it, guys. And I think the driver of the day, it has to be, I mean, driver of the day, we don't normally give that, but in my opinion, maybe Keko should get it, because yeah, he did move up. He did start really well in the first few laps, but eventually being dropped down, and he's back up to almost score a podium. So yeah, I think Keko could deserve a driver of the day. And yep, that's pretty much it for this race. And hope you enjoyed this race. It's now a third race, and the championship is still going wild there in this race. After this race, we'll see what happens in the next race. Next race though, we're gonna go to European territories now. We're gonna go to the Nürburgring GP circuit for the German Grand Prix. As the real life F1 circuits will eventually come back to the Nürburgring GP circuit though. Well, we'll see what happens when we return to Nürburgring GP for the German Grand Prix. Next race on IWTR WFS. I'm Pausa, signing off. Goodbye.